My name's Deanna. I am 28 years young, and I am the CEO and co-founder of
My name is Danielle. I'm 25. I am the Chief Operations Officer of Boat, and we're sisters if you can't tell.
Awesome. And what's your brand story?
We're very about, fostering a positive and safe community for women. We love promoting like innovation, interests of women, convenience, diversity, etc. My sister and I are very about, women empowerment, and we're very interested in the interests of women. We also love like innovative, minded people, and convenience is a huge thing as well, and promoting diversity. So the problem that my sister and I saw was that there was really no safe space online for women. In addition to that, there was all of the things that a woman would need. It wasn't really in one centralized location. Like before, you kind of had to go to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter for like, social aspects. We would go to YouTube for like, video aspects, and different websites like Medium and Refinery 29 for like blog content, and maybe like an Ask Abby or like an Ask Steve Harvey for like, advice, things like that. So we were like, why isn't there one place, for women to go to get all this content? And so that's kind of how Bow came to be. We wanted to essentially create like a one-stop shop for women.
Yeah, same. We essentially like created a platform that really allows women to connect like never before. On our platform, women can, consume, seek advice, they can socialize and create. Like they can create some interest groups, they can ask advice in a woman to woman tab. And basically like Bow has everything a woman loves to do in one centralized location.
So yeah, we are like super excited and passionate about Bow. We really honestly believe that it's going to help change lives of women across the world. We want this to be a bridge to, different women around the world. We wanted to encourage acceptance, but to also, realize a lot of similarities that we all share. Women, no matter where we live, we face similar hardships such as discrimination, raising children, heartbreak, things like that. Mm-hmm. So we believe that like by providing a place for women to come to, seek advice and, get help from, other women, that we're gonna save lives. And so we truly try to make this place a safe community online for women, while also condensing everything that women love into one centralized location. So that's pretty much our story. Do you have anything else to add, Dan?
I guess the only thing I'd add is that like we also wanted to show that like two women who like had an idea could like bring it to fruition. Like me and my sister, like we don't have a background in tech. So like it was essentially like just an idea. And we were like, well, how are we going to get it done? And we did. So it's taken us a little bit, but I'm really excited. I think that's just really important too, to show that like, even if you don't have a background in something, like you can do whatever you set out to do. So that's really important for us and like our consumers as well.
The next question that I have for you are, what are the skills and attributes does someone need to have in means of actually being successful on your platform?
Sure. So for creators, because we have twofold for who's going to be on the site, creators and consumers. For creators, I would say you just have to be creative. You have to be innovative, opinionated, enthusiastic, interactive, and basically like willing to get to know others, because it's really about community. And so you have to basically, be willing to like not just upload content, but also go in a group, and see what's going on, or go to a forum or anything like that. So Like being creative and innovative, all that kind of stuff. I think really going outside of just like uploading a blog post, our site is meant to be so much more than that. You know, it's not about just creating content and hoping someone interacts. If you can go out and find your target market, they're in the groups, they're in the forums, they're asking advice and things like that. Like essentially you want to be known as like an expert. Like if you're a beauty blogger and you're in all the beauty groups, like giving out advice, they go to your page and be like, oh, she has great content. So it's really about like wanting to get out of your comfort zone and interacting with others. So.
I also think that this isn't like a you have to submit your content to us before it can be posted online. I know a lot of big blog spaces, you know, you have to submit something before you can be approved. Here, this is going to be a place that kind of fosters creativity and like helps people to become creative. And what's really awesome about our site is that you can it's not a problem, girl, is that you can, you know, post under people's like posts. You can comment under people's posts, you know, just saying like, this is really awesome, or you can always give like critical feedback and things like that. So this isn't a place where you have to be perfect. It's just a place where you can like explore to see if you can be, you know, a good blogger or a good vlogger and things like that. So
really good.
Well, that was a great question. I definitely do people worry about that, like being transparent and too open and things like that.
Okay, the next question, thank you. The next question that I have for you is, what is the biggest challenge that you have encountered while building your platform?
The biggest challenge that we've encountered is definitely having an idea and like having like no knowledge to create it. Coming up like, okay, like my sister called me and was like, I want to do this. And we're like, okay, well, like, how do we do it? You know? So I think not having a background in tech was so hard because our platform really is like very heavy tech. There's just a lot that goes into it. So it was literally about trying to figure out avenues to basically create what you had in your mind. And also it was hard to find someone who like understood our vision and what we were trying to create. And also we're bootstrapping it ourselves too. So, you know, finding someone who can do it in our budget was hard. I remember when we first had the idea, I mean, companies were quoting me like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to create. They're like, oh, you want to be the next YouTube? It's going to cost you $25,000. And I was like, oh, we don't have $25,000 to do that. So just being resourceful. And I think that was our biggest challenge, basically just finding the right person to build the platform. Luckily we did. He's been amazing. And figuring out basically how like you have an idea and like, you know, actually creating it. Our fourth platform, but the first one we've actually launched, like we've gone through like so many like phases, but we haven't actually like put it out to the world. So it's like nerve-wracking for us to like be like, okay, this is like the fourth one, but the one that like we're pushing out. So it's really exciting for us, but it's definitely been like challenging, but yeah, challenges help you grow. So
absolutely.
That kind of brings me into my next question for you too. What does your role include?
So I am the CEO. So kind of basically I'm responsible for like, you know, owning the vision and just making sure that, you know, everything that we do aligns with like our values and things like that. I'm also tasked with making sure that we reach our yearly goals. So you know, it took me forever to like break things down month by month. And then, you know, you got to break it down weekly and then daily. And, but, you know, it's just responsible for making sure that, you know, our plans are executed so that we can, you know, reach our goals for the year.
So I'm the Chief Operations Officer, so I'm basically tasked with like the day-to-day administration and operations of our business. So basically like executing on the plans that, you know, we've come up with and making sure like it goes according with our business model. You know, it's hard like as a day-to-day task, especially when it's something you're not familiar with tech. It's like a lot of also learning. So like my day-to-day tasks, you know, running the social media, you know, looking for creators, and also just like researching like how to monetize, you know, how, you know, what's a SSL, you know, what needs to be in your terms and agreement, you know, what's privacy policies. Like it's we're first-time entrepreneurs too. So basically like learning about like, you know, creating business plans, marketing plans. It's just a lot of learning like every day. We're learning something new. But yeah, so that's about like my role as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. All right. So knowing where you're at right now and just looking into the future, what are your plans for growth?
So our plans for growth is basically to just scale small but quickly. We don't want to like have an influx like 10,000 the next day and not figure out how to basically be the best, provide the best platform to our users. I think right now we're in beta, so we're really understanding our users and what they want and need. I think it's important to tailor it when you have a small amount of users, and you can make those little tweaks rather than you have 1 million users and you're trying to like listen to too much noise. So we don't want to scale smallly but quickly. I think our goal is to have 5,000 users by the end of the year. So in the next, was it July? So
6 months.
5 months. It's July already.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
And how many users are you at right now?
We're only at about like 30 to 40 right now. We don't officially launch to the public until July 5th, but we've just been reaching out to a lot of consumers and creators know about what we're trying to do, and we've really been getting positive feedback. A lot of people excited about it, so hopefully we'll scale pretty quickly.
Yeah, we've been like our plan basically to grow is doing features like with you and like other prominent like bloggers and vloggers. We're reaching out to people who think would be a great fit for our site, like people who already have blogs or YouTube pages and things like that. Just we're not trying to take people away from other revenue channels, but we want to give them a different audience, and especially this Bow is a niche company specifically for women, so I think that that'll do very well for people who are in the content creating space.
Yeah, it's essentially to help them like build their brand.
Yeah.
Like a lot, what's really cool about our website, it's like we encourage you to link back to your site.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're like only put your content on our site and don't put it anywhere else. Like we encourage, a lot of our users have really been doing well with like hyperlinks, like, doing a really good blog article and like, doing a hyperlink to tools they have on their website. So it allows them to like reach our audience, but also link back to theirs. So it's essentially we're, promoting each other, helping each other out.
Yeah.
And so hopefully, when people upload their content, they're sharing their content, which obviously links back to our site. So it's really, really in the hands of our users and consumers. So we're really excited about that because we've been getting really, really great feedback.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. We look forward to seeing what the next chapters have in store for you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
There's like background, like our mom's doing something crazy in the back.
I'm like my little one. I'm like nursing her, but I guess
How old is she?
she's 1.